Hi there, and welcome to Magician's Advice Recommends. So today I wanted to share with you a deck of cards, but not just any old deck of cards. The deck of cards that has almost become my go-to deck for any performance when I'm out and about. And you might recognise it from the box, you might not. It's these gorgeous decks of cards in here. They are, of course, the Marksman deck by Luke Germain. They look like a regular deck from a distance. Nearly finished that box. Looks like a regular deck from a distance, and to an untrained eye it would look like a regular deck as well. But there's actually a big secret code to these, and it's one of the best marked decks that you're going to find out there at the moment. Now I'm not going to flash into the camera too much, because if you look very closely, as a magician and as someone who knows what they're looking for, you will be able to see the marks, and I don't want to give away the secret to these on camera. That's not my role to do. But what you do get is you get a very deceptive mark system that will fly past any lay person, and even if you give them out to a magician, if you handle them normally and you just treat them like a normal pack, then they will appear and fly past magicians as well. If you work with a marked deck in a suspicious way, of course people are going to start looking for the marks, and they are probably going to find them on these if they look close enough. Well, more chances than not, if they're a magician and they look close enough, they're going to find them on these, because these are actually marked up to the hilt. They're amazing. On the back of a card you can find out, if I hold this down here out of view, you can find out the number of the card that you're holding, of course. You can find out the number of cards above it in a deck. So if I was to go for this card here, it's the 9 of diamonds. I can tell you from the back that it's the 9 of diamonds. I can tell you that there's 51 cards above it in the deck. I can tell you the card below it. I can tell you the card above it. I can tell you the distance between this card and its mate, the number of cards above this card. If I added up all the cards that were above this card together, I could get you that total number. I could tell you the position in a mnemonic stack, so in the stack order what it would be. And the back also has a one-way face, so if it was to be taken out, reversed, and put back in the deck, you'd be able to spot it. There's a lot of stuff on the back of that card. As you'd expect, if a magician was to go and have a close look at it, they're probably going to spot something wrong with it. But it's all about how you handle the cards. I've been running with these now for probably about 8 or 10 months. I'm on my third brick of these, so I'm taking my time with them, getting through them slowly but steadily. And I'm a bit more careful with them than I am with, say, a regular bicycle card or a regular pack of cards. But so far, I've been caught a total of 0 times. Not once. Not once have I had anyone riffle through the cards and say, oh, I'm checking for something. Not once have I had anyone ask, can I have a look at those cards? They look suspicious. Not a single time has anyone called out on it. And I think that's all down to how you structure your routines and how you perform them. If you do get a pack of these cards, or if you go for more than a pack, check out Luke Germain's download. I can't remember whether it was, I think it was direct through Vanishing Ink that I got those and the download. And there's about a 45-minute performance on there of different routines that you could do with this deck. And of course, now you know the special side of this deck, you'll be able to do those routines pretty quickly. You just need to buy one of these decks. Luke says, if you try to do all 45 minutes worth of material at once, people are going to start to get quite suspicious and it would look a bit dodgy. So don't do more than a few routines at the same time. Mix it up with a regular deck, or mix it up with regular sleight of hand routines, and you'll be fine. But there's loads of material there. There's bits where the spectators deal out cards for poker hand, and you can tell them exactly what's in their hand on each side. There's bits where the spectator chooses a card, and of course you can work out exactly which card they've chosen. They can lose their card in the deck, they can fairly shuffle it in the deck, and of course you can find their card without any problem at all. So there's loads of stuff you can do with it, loads of different types of routines. And it's a really, really powerful deck. That's the Marksman deck by Luke Germain. I highly recommend it. Definitely go and check it out. Check out the trailers. I know my other host on the podcast, Phil, uses the Marksman deck a lot as well. And I think the only thing that puts people off using it is the price tag, because it's quite a pricey deck. But at the same time, the amount that can do for you and can do for your magic, it's well worth considering. That's all for me for today. Thank you for tuning in to our little Magician's Advice Recommends episode. If you want to find out more about the Magician's Advice brand, then check out the links below. We have affiliate programs that we run with different suppliers, and we've got links to our podcast, links to our webpage, and all sorts down there. So do check it on out. For now, that's all for me. See you next time. Bye bye.